morning, Shan Stars. Welcome back, class 11. I welcome you with the topic formation of the company as usual we were doing. So we are going to continue with the next process, but before that, let us recapitulate what we have done till now or we have discussed. We have discussed number one, that the first stage, that was the promotion, and further its steps that we have in which we have read about different type of the documents also, like memorandum of association, articles of association, prospectus, declaration, statutory declaration, and then the written consent of the proposed directors, and so on. Along with it, then we continue with the second stage, that was the incorporation of the company, in which we have discussed the list of all those things which have been required, because this stage act as a birth stage of a company. But this is only for the private limited company, that they can commence its operations after getting a certificate of incorporation from this stage, right, from the registrar. Along with it, they get the corporate identity number, CIN number, which is being allotted to them to continue their operations, right. So, but there is a little hint which I gave you yesterday, however, that public company cannot commence its business operations, right. Reason being, because they are running their business unit at a very large and a high level, and for that they need they need to go throughout with the wide legal formalities and a final approval from the SEBI, that act as a regulatory body, that is Securities Exchange Board of India, and through which they need to fill the necessary documents. They need to pay certain amount of money, like for example they need funds. For that they can raise their funds by issuing shares or debentures from the general public, which is not a very easy job. So let us now discuss today about the capital subscription stage. So let's start with now the third step, capital subscription. At this stage, public company raises their finance by issuing shares and debentures. So far, they need to issue a prospectus and meet the certain formality. So let us discuss all those formalities one by one. First is the SEBI approval. I think this point is very much clear. Public limited company has to take the prior approval before they invite funds from the general public and from the potential investors. Number two, filing of prospectus to the registrar of the companies. Number three is the appointment of bankers and brokers and directors. Number four is the minimum subscription. Number five is application of the stock exchange, and then is the allotment of the shares. So let's discuss a few points which are very much important one by one. Let's discuss the third point now, appointment of bankers, brokers, and underwriters. See what the brokers do. They actually distribute the shares. They sell the shares and encourage the public to buy the shares of the particular company. And what underwriters do, they generally undertake to buy those unsubscribed shares in which the people don't show their interest. And for the commission, they need to sell those unsubscribed shares. And what the bankers do, they are appointed so that money from application of shares can be received and deposited in a bank. And the next important formality, which is very important, is the minimum subscription. Individual question can come. So what is individual minimum subscription? It is a certain minimum number of share applications, say a company must receive before its allotment. According to Companies Act, the minimum subscription should be 90% of the issued capital. Otherwise, the application money must be returned to the applicant or it may be cancelled, right? So this is about the minimum subscription, that 90% is being required by the company of the issued capital only. So let's start now with that application is required to be submitted to the stock exchange, because here the prior approval or permission is being required at least one stock exchange to deal in its shares or debentures, and that permission must be granted within 10 weeks from the date of the closure of the subscription list. In case if the company fails, then the allotment money whatever they have received, it becomes null and void, and the money received should be refunded to the applicants within 8 days. Next step is the next legal formality is the allotment of the shares. See, in this concept we will need to understand that once all the legal formalities are completed, then company can allot its shares to its applicants and issue them that allotment letters. But if the application money received is more than number of shares allotted, for example, if we are receiving 20,000 application but allotment is only for 10,000, then the rest 10,000 will not be allotted. It will be returned or adjusted for the future purpose or on pro rata basis, right? And number two, director or the secretary of the company must file duly signed return of allotment with the register of the companies within 30 days of the allotment. That ensures that allotment money has been returned to the respective applicants, or it might be adjusted in the future on its pro rata basis. So let's now discuss about the last stage, that is the commencement of business, that is meant for the public company, public limited companies. That once the company raises the funds and applies to the register of the company for this kind of respect, that issuing them the certificate of the commencement of business means starting of the business, they need to submit. Only then the registrar will issue them certificate of the commencement of their business. Let us now discuss all those documents one by one. For the few documents that to be submitted along with the application for the certificate of commencement. Number one, declaration stating shares have been subscribed and allotted. Number two, the amount of cash received, a declaration should be there from every director against the application and allotment money for his shares. Number three, a declaration that no money is payable or may become payable to the share applicants against its failure to deal in its securities on a stock exchange, and a statutory declaration duly signed by director or secretary of the company stating that all requirements have been compiled with. Thank you, Shamsters. That's all for today. You can drop your queries on the Google Classroom. Take care. Thank you.